Let's get something straight right now. Being a good person is not enough. Kindness alone will never shield you from betrayal. It will not earn you respect. And it definitely won't guarantee your success. If you still believe that doing the right thing, keeping your heart pure, and treating everyone well will naturally bring you everything you desire, you're living in a fantasy. And deep down, you know it. How many times have you watched people who lie, cheat, and manipulate climb higher than you? How many times have you been overlooked, underestimated, or even used, all because you refuse to see the world as it truly is? You were taught that goodness is power, that virtue alone wins the day. But the world you actually live in rewards those who know when to show kindness and when to hide it. This is what Machiavelli understood better than anyone. He saw human nature for what it is, selfish, fickle, opportunistic when it needs to be. He didn't write The Prince to teach you to become cruel. He wrote it to show you that unguarded goodness is weakness, that kindness without strategy is the surest way to become prey in a world full of predators. Think carefully. How many times have you let yourself be walked on because you wanted to be liked? How many times have you kept quiet when you should have spoken up, or given endlessly to those who offered nothing in return? If you're honest with yourself, you'll see the pattern. You've mistaken being good for being safe, and it's cost you everything. This doesn't mean you must become ruthless. It means you must become wise, because there is only one form of kindness that survives in this world. Intelligent kindness, kindness that knows when to step forward and when to withdraw, when to forgive and when to set boundaries, when to show your heart and when to keep it hidden. Machiavelli said it best: if you cannot be both loved and feared, it is better to be feared. But what have you chosen? Most people choose to be loved, to seem harmless, to be accepted at any cost. But here's the bitter truth: the cost is your respect. The more you sacrifice your edges, the more the world sees you as soft. And softness without strength invites exploitation, not admiration. It's not your goodness that's the problem. It's your failure to protect it. Because predators don't look for evil to prey on, they look for the naive. And in every relationship, every workplace, every negotiation, there are those who are quietly studying you, looking for your weakness, searching for the moment when your kindness becomes a liability. So what's the answer? To become cruel? No, it's to become strategic. To pair your kindness with perception, to learn to read the room, to sense hidden motives, to know when to listen and when to act, to never let your desire to be liked blind you to the reality of human nature. Machiavelli taught that image is everything, that what people see in you shapes what they believe about you, and what they believe about you dictates how they treat you. If you seem weak, they will test you. If you project strength, they will tread carefully. This is the truth no one told you. In this world, perception often matters more than reality. Ask yourself, how many times have you let fear of disapproval make you small? How many times have you chosen silence to avoid conflict, only to find that you lost more than you ever gained? The world doesn't reward quiet submission. It rewards those who master their presence, because the one who controls how they are seen controls how they are treated. And this mastery doesn't stop with perception. It extends to the control of information. Most people think honesty means exposing everything they feel, think, or know. But Machiavelli knew the real secret. Information is power, and giving away power without caution makes you vulnerable. Those who dominate conversations with their secrets laid bare are the easiest targets. Those who speak precisely, sparingly, with intention, they command respect. Think of a master negotiator. They don't tell you every thought crossing their mind. They don't rush to fill silences. They let their words hang in the air, weighted with intention. Because silence creates uncertainty, and uncertainty makes others think twice before underestimating you. Ask yourself, how many times have you overshared with someone who didn't deserve your trust? How many times have you explained yourself to those who weren't even listening, giving them ammunition to use against you later? Strategic silence isn't dishonesty, it's wisdom. Now let's talk about unpredictability, the trait that separates prey from predators. Predictable people are easy to manipulate. They react the same way to the same provocations. They reveal their intentions before they act. But unpredictability confuses. It forces others to respect your boundaries because they can't anticipate your next move. It keeps them guessing. And as long as they're guessing, they're cautious. Machiavelli knew that power belongs to those who cannot be read like an open book. When you master unpredictability, you become unassailable. People will think twice before crossing you because they can't predict the price they'll pay. And here's where most good people stumble. They think emotional outbursts show strength. But in reality, losing your cool shows everyone exactly which buttons to press. Emotional control is the foundation of power, because the one who stays calm while others rage holds the real advantage. The one who refuses to let anger, fear, or desperation dictate their actions is the one who can move with precision. Remember, anyone can act tough when things go their way, but the true test of your power is how you carry yourself when the world tries to shake you. Do you maintain your center, or do you let others pull you into their chaos? Finally, let's talk about the art of strategic patience, the most overlooked weapon in the game of life. Most people are ruled by urgency. They want everything now: success, love, recognition, and that impatience makes them reckless. But those who can wait, observe, and act only when the moment is right, they are the ones who change the course of their destiny. Think of a grandmaster in chess. They don't rush every move. They plan 10 steps ahead, forcing their opponent to make the first mistake. Because power doesn't always belong to the fastest. It belongs to the most patient. All of this leads to one brutal conclusion. The world will never reward you just for being good. It rewards those who combine goodness with strength, who project confidence, who know when to be silent, when to be seen, and when to strike. Those who refuse to play the role of the naive, no matter how tempting it is to stay comfortable. So I ask you now, how much longer will you keep living on your knees, believing that kindness alone will protect you? How much longer will you wait for others to notice your worth? Or will you start learning to play by the real rules, rules that don't just help you survive, but let you shape your destiny? If you've heard these words and felt something awaken inside you, don't ignore it, because now you know the truth. And knowing is dangerous because it demands action. Will you keep being the pawn? Or will you learn to become the strategist who rewrites the rules? If you're ready to stop being invisible, start applying what you've just heard. Master your image. Control your words. Study your enemies. Move with intention. And most of all, remember this: In a world that rewards power, true kindness is only respected when it's paired with strength. And if you understood this message, leave the phrase, "Kindness with strategy is unstoppable," in the comments. Let's see who among you is truly ready to rise above the illusions and start living with eyes wide open. If this video gave you a new perspective, subscribe for more, because what's coming next will take you even deeper into the game that rules this world.